So I just got done watching the Roman dignitary address from that guy. They call him the Pope, I think. Yeah, it's the Pope. And he was basically up there talking about how all people are gifted, from the Creator, free will. That's what he's saying, his opinion, and that it's part of their duty as being people to give up their free will in service to what he called the greater good, and give it up, and show allegiance to people as a whole, and take the jab, basically, is what he was saying. And I thought that was probably some of the absolute craziest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know how he came up with that word vomit, but he definitely did, and he definitely said it. I don't know what's going on with how people aren't like calling out, and if they are calling it out, like what's going on with the suppression of it exactly. But I think that it's being like touted as some type of glorification, what these people are pushing with these whacked out agendas. They're saying that you being a completely separate entity from someone else, you're somehow responsible for their health and well-being. And if we go off of the United States' doctrine with this whole taxes for welfare, SNAP stuff, and schools, that they say that's why people pay taxes, and to pay for the first responders, you're also responsible for them financially. You're responsible for other people's ability to eat. You're responsible for everything to do with people that you've never met, and now they've added in their health, and how you take care of somebody's health is to basically put on your mask, and to also take large quantities of graphene, injected directly into your system, which is admittedly like a hazardous substance to a human body, to people. It's hazardous, and yet we're expected to, for some reason, don this responsibility. I think it's completely crazy, and there's like no aspect of it that's like not just completely ridiculous. I think that if we're serious about what's going on, then we have to realize that they tell us in history that people who get into positions of power, they stand up above everybody else, and they start spouting out nonsense, and they expect people to just swallow that nonsense as if it's like the complete and total truth, when even if you can see that it's nonsense, you're pointed out as a lunatic or as a crazy person for saying that it's nonsense. I mean, they even call the people who call this stuff out, they call us truthers. Like, it's wrong to to say the truth. Oh, you're a truther. Oh, you're saying what's true, you truther. Despite the complete chaos and ever-present, insanity in what these lunatics are saying and what they're trying to force people to do. It's just complete ridiculousness. Just total foolishness, in my opinion. And none of it makes any sense, and I don't even think they're trying to make sense with it, to be honest with you. They've gone past the point of reason with pretty much everything that they're doing. And Man, I remember a time when like it used to be, you know, if somebody went into like a store or a shop and they had on like a mask, that was like a predetermination of somebody about to commit a crime. And it was so common that people walking in the store wearing a mask was like associated with them about to rob the store or steal something, that they actually went ahead and they said, okay, this is illegal, because this is, if you do this, you're going to commit a crime. And now, you know, in 2021, it's all like if you go into a store in some cases or most cases and you don't have on a mask, motherfuckers are acting like you know, you're basically a terrorist. You know, you're trying to blow up the store basically. And they act like just by you breathing, something that every man, woman, child, animal, every living thing basically breathes. Even bacteria, cells, organisms, they all breathe. You know, they're acting like people breathing, oh, that's a problem. Even though dogs, you know, are the most filthy creatures on earth. Dogs and I mean, tapeworms and things that are actually filthy. You know, that breathing, that's fine. Oh yeah. Dogs, yeah. Don't let the dog wear a mask. But a man or a woman, and a child, let's make sure they wear masks. I mean, I saw this thing the other day, man. It was talking about how dogs are a possible spreader of COVID. And which kind of makes sense if you can entertain that COVID is real. Dogs, because they're so nasty, they actually spread it. And I just remember thinking like, okay, that makes sense. Dogs are disgusting. But no, we don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about people spreading it. People spreading it to each other, supposedly, in the air, where you can't see. And I mean, there's been tests performed where bacteria, viruses, and all that shit, nothing can live in the air. Like, it has to live on surfaces, basically. It's been proven. This has been proven. Nothing can live in the air. Open space, nothing can exist there. You know, you can feel the wind blowing, but that's not to say that the wind is alive, okay? It's just wind blowing. They're saying things that don't coincide at all with science. They go against basic comprehension of reality. Like, basic reality comprehension is being challenged on a grandiose scale by these people. And in my opinion, by not going along with this shit, you're basically fighting back. Like, they're coming at you like this big dyke here, swinging with this big hammer, and you're trying to like fight back. You know, it's like as best you can, and that's what it is, man. That's so what it is. It's like, just by not going along with this, it's fighting back, because the truth is, their arguments can't stand up to logic. It can't stand up to reality. It can't stand against truth. And they know this. This is why they want to silence people from being able to talk about it. And that's honestly why, like, I'm talking about it in the format that I am. Like, there's a lot of residual noise that's covering up a lot of what I'm saying. So it can't be processed by any type of algorithm. Algorithms, you know, robots, I'm going to tell you this right now. We as men, as people, as men specifically though, we cannot be outsmarted. Like, you cannot outthink us. Like, it's really difficult to outthink us. And they know this. Hold up. 1 second. All right, they know for a fact, bro, that they can't outthink us. And the reason that they can't outthink us is because they're all idiots. And the technology, in my opinion, that they're using, the coding language, all this stuff, is stuff that we invented. We're able to do this because our ancestors probably made this shit up. Coming up with this kind of stuff, like even playing video games, I believe it comes so naturally to us that, you know, they stole it from us. That's what I think. And that's just, that's really what I believe. Anyway, I'm like running out of time, so I'm gonna end it here, and then we'll pick it right back up, like from like this next section right up here, just because I'm at a limit. They got a limit on how much I can like upload. So, all right, guys, I'll end it here. All right, peace.